All right, so we got all our foam put back into the tank. We'll let it sit here for a while, come back, just double check it for leaks. So far so good. I'm really excited about that. Okay, so normally I would recalibrate the LVDT transducer. We're just gonna go in here and check. We're gonna check the percentages, and check the voltages. So we'll go to page, go to setup, hold for 5 seconds, then go into calibration. You hold enter and up and down. And we're gonna go into foam pump sensor. And right now my voltages are in good range. So if you go to the manual here for Pierce manual, it will show you your left side reading. Normal reading is between 300 millivolts to 700 on the left side, and 4300 and 48 on the right. And we are at 515 on the left, 4672 on the right. So that falls in between the good acceptable range. So at this point, I'm just going to calibrate my water flow meter, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And then we will prime the pump and try to flow foam and see what we get. Since those voltage readings are in acceptable range, I'm not going to try to do the recalibration. I'm going to see what we get after we recalibrate the water flow meter. Okay, so we're going to be calibrating the flow meter, the water flow meter. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing it at 50 gallons per minute and 300 gallons per minute. All right. So let me show you this cool app. All right, it's a Waterous Tech Tool. It's this one, this Waterous Tech Tool right there. All right, let me take you back to the main screen so you'll see. So you do smooth nozzle discharge calculator. All right, so I've already got this one pre-done. So it's going to be through a 1-inch line or a 1-inch bore. For 300 gallons per minute, we need to be at 102 psi on the pump. So that's the 300 gallons per minute. So we need to do the 50 gallons per minute. So we're going to crank this down to 50 gallons per minute. It's going to be on a 1/2-inch nozzle. 50 gallons per minute. We need to be at 46 psi. So that's going to be right at idle basically. So this is kind of my poor man setup, but I got 2 caps. One's 1/2 inch for 50 gallons per minute, and one's a 1 inch for the 300 gallons per minute. So what we'll do is we'll probably come over here to the truck. So you're gonna have to select something that has foam on it. So what I'll probably do is I'll get one of these cross lays, and I'll disconnect the hose line. And then I'll just angle this out the side of the truck, and then that's when I'll do my flow. I'll hook up, you first do your 50 gallons per minute. So put that cap on there, the 1/2-inch hole. And you can use your own like nozzles, the fire department. You're gonna have, I don't know if you have a 1/2 inch that small. You should have the 1 inch. Anyways, you'll hook that up, and then we'll do our flow calibrations. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is we can probably just do this later, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now so I don't forget. I'm gonna go ahead and prime the foam pump. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the apparatus in pump mode. Pump and gauge light is on. I'm gonna put it in drive. So I'm gonna open up the foam pump discharge drain. Tank to pump needs to be open. Tank fill, crack. We're gonna turn on our Pierce Huskey 12 foam system, and then hold down this primer button. You can hear it purging. I actually need 2 people to kind of do this, so I'm gonna set you guys down and I'll show you. We should be getting purging out of, yeah, we are. That's coming out nice and strong. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this. We started getting an adequate flow out of there. So hopefully there's not a whole lot more air in the system. We'll find out when we go to flow it. We'll go ahead and turn our system back off. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna calibrate the flow sensor. All right. So we've already got our cap on here. It is Speedlay #1. Very crucial that you verify that you're gonna pull #1 whenever you do this, because you don't want to blow up a cross leg. All right. So we're gonna come in here for our instructions. So we're gonna go to setup mode. So we're gonna go to page. Setup. Hold it down for 5 seconds. And then we're gonna go into calibration. Enter and these two at the same time. And we are going to do water flow. All right. Okay, so then at this point, just hit enter again. Low flow, GPM, gallons per minute, enter to continue. All right. So once I hit enter, it's gonna want me to be at, what did I say, 45 PSI. So right now I'm at 46 PSI on my governor. Looks like my master discharge is reading just a little bit above that. So that's what we're gonna go off of. We're gonna go by the pump governor. We're at 46 PSI. 45 is what I need to be at for 50 GPM. So I'll dial it back down to 50 GPM. All right. So we're gonna verify again that we're on cross lane #1, yellow. We'll verify it here again, yellow, cross lane #1. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start the flow. A little bit above, so we're going to go ahead and enter calibration process. We're still flowing. All right, so it wants me to do the 300. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. No more than 3 seconds to close the valve. If you slam it in, closing it, you're going to create a water hammer. All right, so let's go put the 300 cap on. 300 cap, 1-inch hole. I'm gonna have a little bit more pressure, so I'm gonna try to aim this up a little higher. All right, same as before. So it's wanting us to hit enter to continue. And what did we say? 300 gallons per minute on 1-inch line needs to be at 102 PSI. We're gonna dial this up to 102 PSI. And honestly, anytime you're flowing out of a line, you can go ahead and close your tank fill. You go to 102 PSI, very close on the master discharge gauge. #1 Speedlay. We're gonna open. Crank it up just a little bit so I can get 102 here. All right, hit enter to continue. Calibration complete. I'm gonna go ahead and idle this down, and I'm gonna slowly close my #1 Speedlay. Nice and smooth. Calibration is complete. So that should be it. So now the flow meter correlates and corresponds with the foam pump on your LVDT transducer. So that's a critical portion that needs to be set correctly to these numbers for you to get the proper percentage of foam out. Pull a line and we'll start flowing foam, see what we get. All right, we got our line charged by Sammy down there. All right, go ahead and open it, Sammy. we're gonna turn our foam on. We're at 0.5% right now. Sounds like we got foam coming. Yeah, he's got some foam coming. All right, we're gonna give some calves. All right, get ready. Sam and mate jerk a little bit. All right, calves is working. I'm gonna shut that off. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna turn his foam off. I'm gonna let him flow until he touches water. They should be off. All right, now it's off. We're adequate on our water. The other thing I want to check real fast is I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off. Idle that down. All right, so as you can see, since we primed it beforehand, as soon as I turn on my foam pump at 5% or 0.5%, Sandy was getting foam. So that's what the importance of priming the system. Like, you use a foam primer. People, I know that they do this. They crank this thing all the way as far as they can get it up just to get foam. You don't have to do that. Just open the foam discharge, hold your primer down for like 5 or 10 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and verify our flow calibration. So we got our 1/2 inch nozzle back on. Tank the pump open, close. Gonna open up our discharge at 45 psi. Just do 46, that's fine. It's a little bit above idle. So we're gonna open up our speed limit. And we want to see that go to 50 GPM. Right there, perfect. So that's how we verify that that is calibrated correctly. We'll close our valve. We will put our 1-inch cap on. Cap is on. Alright, we're gonna dial this up to 102. Do 104 is fine, plus or minus. We'll open her up. And I'm going pretty fast. We're looking for 300 GPM. Pretty damn close. We're not even at 102. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. We're running out of water. I'm gonna close my speed leg. That's it. That's how you verify that you calibrate your water flow meter correctly. Okay, so all in all, I'm extremely happy with the results. Like I said before, it's my first time doing a full rebuild on the seal kit on a foam pump, on the Huskey 12 foam system. I've double checked everything. We just ran foam, we just ran calves. We cleared the line after we were done, and I double checked the hydraulic reservoir. It doesn't look like it's been backfeeding or anything. The fluid level is the same, about 3/4 of the way up. And yeah, I mean, there's no leaks on the foam pump, so hydraulic or foam. So that's basically it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed doing it. It's probably gonna end up being a 3-parter. So yeah, stay tuned. Remember, don't just follow the wolves, lead the pack. Later.